I know.
You're a
I've
Hey,
professional.
think out there to make. I'll make it. That's for sure.
that's for sure. I think we're live.
Are we? All right,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
So me and Orlando were on another live stream. And I was cracking on Orlando because he seems to be everywhere. Every time I jump on, Orlando's just like, "Hey, what's up, Lou?" I'm like, "Golly, you're on every live stream, homie." I'm like, man,
it's
it's like
it's
Batman and
fun.
Bruce Wayne. It's like, how are you
Yeah.
everywhere at the same time? And
I just like to talk to all the collectors, man. It's just fun. This is
yeah,
the best part of the hobby. Remember, I collected alone forever, and then finally, I'm sure Rick is the same way, right, Rick?
Absolutely. I'd go to shows and not talk to anybody except to ask what you want for that.
you know what? What I love about it, Orlando. Sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. You are a collector, and it doesn't matter because you are old school, vintage, the core collector. However, the live
Yeah.
stream we were in, what they were talking about all modern. They were talking about the
Right.
2023. You don't care. You just love cardboard, bro. It's all
I just
about
love
the cardboard.
cardboard.
I
That's what it's all about.
the only modern cards I really collect are the ones that I collect some of the Yankees. Obviously, I got some Aaron Judge cards, and
Oh
you know
yeah, you got Aaron Judge.
got some
Yeah.
got some Volpe cards this year, and things like that. But mostly it's just the set, the top set, in the box, the complete set. And I put that in a binder and then look at it, maybe 10 years later.
Yeah.
Wait,
But you
and we
got
got
some
some.
Otani cards. You got a few things here and there, Rick.
Yeah, well,
A little bit.
I told somebody that it wasn't vintage when I started collecting them. It was modern.
That's right.
I like that. We got some heavy hitters in the chat right now. We got Double D Dylan. We got Smith
Chillin.
Xavier. So not too bad, not too shabby. But yeah, I mean, before I knew Rick was going to jump on, we were just talking, me and Orlando, and I wanted to talk about All Stars and Shohei. There's been pitchers who've gotten the MVP and Cy Young,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of called my shot. I entered a contest for a classic card saying Shohei's going to be an MVP and possible Cy Young. So it's not like it's impossible, but the way he's going to get it because he's the elite, legit hitter of
Hmm.
this era right now. I mean, I'm a Judge fan. This cat has 30 home runs. I mean, looks unstoppable. He just hit a home run that was almost 500 feet, and he's crushing it on the mound as well. It's just, and now I'm never going to take a back seat to buying vintage, but I think I have to make a certain effort at the next show to buy some Shohei because I think he's
Hmm.
going to get to a point where it's almost impossible to get some of his decent cards.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
man,
the
what
guy's a beast, and he's huge, and he's
a
strong. I mean,
gosh! But I think this man's going to get 600 million, and I think he's worth it. It's like getting Garrett. If Garrett Cole is 320, 330, and Aaron Judge is 400, for whatever team that signs them, 600 million is a bargain because you're getting
I mean,
2 for 1.
a pitcher, yeah, a pitcher that plays every day. So I
Yeah,
mean,
a pitcher that plays
what else do you
every
want?
day. I mean, and an elite at both ends. It's not just like, okay, throw in throw him in there for a couple innings of relief. He's gonna dominate on both sides. It's just phenomenal. It's just a pleasure because I never thought I'll be able to witness a talent like that. I just thought something I read in the history books. Even Ruth, who's the GOAT, was never on these levels of um
Well,
eliteness.
well, Ruth only pitched for about 3 years.
Yes,
You
I
know,
know.
but
Crazy.
but Ruth had an incredible record. Let me tell you, he
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 won,
was
what, 90,
90 something and 30, I think.
and had a ERA that was any pitcher would be proud to have.
Yeah, I think his ERA was around 2 or 2 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he focused on hitting, I think, for the
Yeah,
longevity of it.
yeah,
And the thing is, Showtime already got hurt. And you know what they say about that Tommy John? These guys, once they're back, they come back better and
stronger.
better in some cases.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's stronger, that.
Yeah. Rick, I like your card room. I see you got your binders back there. But I wanted to show now that we're live, I wanted you to show Lou that a couple of the bats that you had there, especially that Clemente bat, and tell a little story about that Clemente bat.
yeah, I got the video on deck. I was gonna
All right.
watch this. I saw it, but like I said, I'm getting ready for another trip, and I was
You in there?
for the car ride tomorrow. But my man's
Sure.
gonna hook us up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
Lou, you know how to? Can you just?
Oh, my
see-
bad. Yeah, my bad. I was trying to pay attention to the chat. Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah. Put.
Oh,
Oops. Oh no.
There we go.
There you go.
How do I
Maybe
do?
we can make that big.
Oh, solo layout. Got it. Boom.
There it is. So tell us a story about that Clemente bat.
Well, the story is that I had the Clemente bat as a kid. This bat's I don't know, 60 years old maybe, 55 anyway. And I was going to this reunion show, and I'd been to the 60 team reunion. This was 71. So I thought, you know what? Rather than buy a bat like I did with the 1960 reunion, I'm just going to take my bat that has Roberto's facsimile autograph on it to the show, and I'll just have the players, sign that, which I did. And, for a long time, I thought I don't know why, I just sort of misremembered it. I thought it was Rennie Stennett, but clearly it wasn't, because he's not on the bat. And he only played about 50 games or so in the 71 season. So he wasn't on the World Series roster. So it could have been Jackie Hernandez. I'm pretty sure it was a Latin ball player. And when I handed him the bat, he took it, and he kind of held it almost reverentially, and he asked me, he said, "Is this Roberto's bat?" And I said, "No." And I explained to him about having it as a kid and everything. And he looked at it and he said, "You know what?" He said, I didn't think it was Roberto's bat, because Roberto never got any bad wood. Well, this bat had ball marks all over it. I mean, down the handle, and in fact, it's got a crack in the handle now. It just was, like I said, ball marks all over it. And I laughed, and I said, I guess Roberto's only had ball marks on the barrel, And we both had a kind of a laugh about it, but it was pretty funny, really.
Yeah, that's a great story. So are those all of the 71 Pirates?
Well, I don't know that it's all of them, but there's Steve Blass and Mudcat Grant, Bob Veal, Doc Ellis, Gene Alley, Willie Stargell, Luke Walker, Bob Miller.
That pops is nice.
All
the things are so nice and clean too. They're very legible. Like, everyone was very courteous with the other teammate. No one wrote over anybody. No smearing.
No. This is a little bit more, free form. The autographs on the 60 bat. I mean, this was all done. You can see that they're all in the columns. And
yeah, I was gonna say, was that like some kind of event, like a team function? Because it looked like it was pretty organized.
Yeah, it was. It was the 30th anniversary, so it's October 1990. And I can't remember now the name of the promoter, but he had all of these bats, and you just buy a bat, and you buy a ball, and you could get them already signed, and that's what I did in 1960. But in 71, I went down the autograph line and had each player sign it in turn. So it's a little less structured, but I kind of like that.
Beautiful bats there, Rick. I wanted Lou to see those because Pirate. Anything with the Pirates and Clemente is awesome.
Clemente is my number one. Speaking of Pirates,
Hey Lou.
Yeah, brother.
Could you do me a favor and just real quickly, can you just say Roberto Clemente?
Roberto Clemente
Robert,
or
Yeah,
Roberto Clemente?
yeah, I can't do that.
Hey, speaking of Pittsburgh legends, let's add this cat.
yeah. Hey, all right.
Oh, I got it wrong.
No.
It's Donnie Livestream.
Hi, how are you?
You know I can't go live without live streams. Come on, man.
Awesome.
Rick, I can't roll my R's either, man.
No,
James,
Roberto.
Orlando, they all can do it. It's like,
It's funny with say it with a country accent. Roberto Clemente, I couldn't do it. Roberto Clemente.
Don
Hey,
can't
Rick.
say it without spitting, right?
Rick, I think that is Rennie Stennon on that bat.
how's that?
I think that is Rennie Stennon's autograph on that bat. It looks
Yeah,
like.
it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Let's.
He's one of like
It looked like it.
there's like 5 guys that won both World Series.
Well, you know, I
Talk to the hand.
looking at it. Yeah.
It's Rick's first live stream, so
We're popping cherries over here.
right.
But no, Rick, I'm glad you came to the community. I'm glad you as Eric Those Back Pages always says, just hit the record button because your collection is phenomenal. I like the old school collectors, drop knowledge.
Don,
Yeah.
do you think it's this?
Yeah, right there. Oh, that's definitely Rennie Stennon.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you might be right. I guess I didn't misremember.
Misremember.
The card I got from Rick. Rick sent me a bunch of cards about a month ago.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, when I first came on, Don was one of the very first people who subscribed to the channel and had some very kind things to say, and
Yeah, that would change.
I really appreciated that.
Got Bowman 53. Always good to see Don, but heavily distracted by his amazing background. No, he's working on my card frame right now. Right?
Well, Rick, congratulations on 100 subscribers, Rick.
Oh yeah, triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were Lou. You mentioned Shohei Ohtani, and
Yep.
I had the same idea. I picked up a few of his cards recently. I don't know how well you can see that.
I see it. Little Bowman rookie card.
That's the 2018 Bowman,
That's a little 10.
and
Even the base and I got the base and chrome. Yeah, that's a nice one.
this is the
And when you got in the 10, those things are jumping up. I was surprised. I was just curious. So I jumped on eBay just to see. I wanted to get a second one. I got a chrome already. And those things are already
They're not cheap.
for a raw is like $120 or
Really?
raw ungraded. For an ungraded Shohei is like 120 right now. People. I was like, I don't even
get it before it got too far out of hand.
If he wins an MVP, that's going to go way up.
Yeah, if he wins the MVP and the Cy Young in the same year,
when he went to second. It's arguable. You could argue that he should have been a 2-time MVP already. If Judge didn't have his historic season, Shohei actually had a better season than his MVP season 2 years ago.
What did he have? 1 MVP?
Yeah, he won it the 2 years ago, and then Judge won it, and this year I don't see no one's even close. My boy Dylan's selling a whole bunch of Shohei.
He missed out. Lou Dylan had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
My man Dylan.
either.
All right, you guys check out the All-Star roster.
I haven't yet.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't see. I was going to bring up the Pirates because the Pirates have been having a good year, but they don't have no starters.
No, I doubt it.
Well, you have my man Arise for the Marlins. It's a
Oh yeah, I
starter
was
this
bring
year.
him up. But where's he at, bro? He's like 396 now for batting average.
Today they did horrible the last 2 games.
Yeah,
He
he's
got
been
beat
tough.
yesterday 16-4, and today they lost again. The Braves are just incredible.
Yeah, they're phenomenal, man.
They're unstoppable.
You know you're having a great year when you hit 1 for 3 and your average goes down.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's at 392 or 390, somewhere around there.
As I saw, I thought it was 396, but if he had a bad game today, it's probably 392, 393. It doesn't take much now to take a couple of points off.
You got to go 6 for 8.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
The Rangers have been phenomenal. The whole infield, aside from Yandy Diaz is in there. They got the second baseman, third baseman, shortstop, and catcher.
Rangers just get Chapman.
Yeah, they just traded. I just saw that before I came on. They just picked up Chapman. They're going for it. So they needed that. That guy, man, he found himself. He lost himself for a little bit, but Chapman, his ERA is about 2.3. He's got some control back. So to put him at the end of that bullpen should be pretty solid. Staven Sports Cards. I bought that series to Ohtani.
45 bucks.
$45 last season. Oh, that's a good buy right there, bro.
Yeah, really.
Hey, Rick, would this card fit well into your collection?
Oh yeah.
But it's got the special D on it that I wrote on all my cards when I was young, so my brother wouldn't take them.
Well, I probably would have liked to have had a brother, but I didn't. So I didn't have to do any of that kind of stuff.
I've got a lot of cards that have that famous D on the back of them.
That famous D.
Now I'm trying to give those cards to my brother to trade, get his back.
Staven has Marcus Simeon. Marcus
Don's custom cards.
Custom card.
You know, I saved my cards as a kid because I'm like, they're going to be worth something, but I didn't realize they had to look a little better than this.
Man, I got a whole box of just all the cards I grew up with. They all look just like that. Got them folded up, put them in my little Velcro wallet. I got rubber band marks on them.
Dude, we had a game. We'd roll up a little ball. We'd literally hold the cards like this and hit the ball, and then we'd shoot them off to go down the bases and stuff. And that's why they all look like this.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't trade it, though, man. It was a blast doing that stuff.
Yeah, man. But I came from an age where there was a billion of them. You're at that tender age where you actually had cards that matter.
I laughed at Rick earlier. He's like, I was collecting modern, not really vintage. And I started in 76, so.
Yeah, I started in 70, and I think Rick started in what, 60?
Well, I got my first card in 1959.
Yeah, I was hearing that story. You said I thought it was 62 as well. Like when you were saying,
I was in the middle watching your interview with John, and then Lou said, "I'm going live," and you had just talked about the Kurt Flood, and I flipped off of that to watch you guys.
Excellent choice, my friend. You ain't gonna get content like this anywhere else.
That's right.
Unrehearsed.
That's the best way to do it. The rehearse stuff. Terrible.
We were just talking about that, Orlando and Rick.
Oh man, John everything has to be, by the book, in line.
Yeah, James the same way. Love my brother James.
Oh yeah,
perfectionist.
We were for Army Palooza. James called me like 3 times, and I was like, James, I haven't given this 1 second of thought. Like, 10 minutes before we went on, I grabbed the cards that I was going to show. I was like, I'm not fine.
Speaking of unrehearsed, like me, Pepino, and John on that stream, I don't think we'll get an invite back next year.
That was the best.
Hey, Lou.
I can't believe Pepino showed his underwear even.
Oh, bro, that's tame for Pepino.
That's crazy.
That was him behaving.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
You're talking about the, was it what's the team that has the 4 starters, infield starters?
The Rangers.
The Rangers.
Yeah, the whole infield is at first base.
In 1964, the St. Louis Cardinals had 4 starters for the All-Star game at first, second, third, and short.
What year was it?
1964.
Let's see if we can guess who they are.
64.
Mike Shannon.
No, he was in the outfield.
Oh, Ken Boyer.
Ken Boyer was at third.
Uziel would have been retired, so he wouldn't have been at first.
Uziel was gone. That had another guy, left-handed hitter, another left-handed hitter.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He was became the president of the National League later on.
White.
Bill White.
Bill
Amigo,
White.
Can we talk?
And
Dick,
I'm sorry. I'm just listening. I'm just reading the chat while you guys talk baseball.
Dick Groat was the shortstop.
Dick Road, yeah, I should have
He
known.
won MVP that year, didn't he?
Oh man, Bill would have known that.
You should probably
No.
you should probably know who the second baseman was, I think.
He's for the Cardinals.
So inconsistent, this dude.
I don't know.
Talkin Baseball, I don't know, Mazeroski?
No, this
No, not
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, okay.
Jerome, Dallas has starters.
Reg Sandings would have been retired, I think.
Emma 44 said red. Shane Dienst.
Yeah, I just said that, but I think
He was already retired.
yeah.
It was Julian Javier.
Oh, I never would have
Oh,
got
wow, never would have guessed that.
I was about to say that.
my boy Ken.
He actually wasn't elected to be a starter, but whoever it was, it might have been Pete Rose or somebody, couldn't play, was hurt or something, and so Javier was on the second pick, but he started. So they started all Cardinals in the infield.
Great trivia. I didn't know that at all.
Hey Rick, I got a question for you.
I only know that because I watched the game.
I was a baby.
I love being on here. I don't feel as old.
No, I know.
So our YouTube Hall of Famer brother Bowman 53 has a question for Rick. Rick, when you started in the 60s, were you trading cards with other kids your age? And how often would you be able to get packs? And what kind of stores had the packs or cards?
Well, let's see. I did not trade. I'm sort of a borderline hoarder. In other words, if I've then I've still got it. With the exception of my baseball cards from my youth, because I gave those to a kid down the street that wasn't quite as far along in the pursuit of female beauty as I was at the time.
I remember when I first collected back in 69, 70, I would trade all my doubles.
Yeah.
And it was Willie Mays. If it was a player that I needed, I would trade it, even if it was a common player. In those days, you really tried to complete the set and try to get every player. I mean, it wasn't like, let's hoard all the Mickey Mantles. I mean, I remember trading Mickey Mantles away.
Yeah.
I would trade stars for Pirates because I wanted the Pirates cards more than I wanted Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever it was. We used to flip them too. Did you guys flip them?
Yeah.
And collect them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. I think I might have been like the tail end of that era doing that stuff.
I was pretty lucky in those days because I would actually save the best card, and my doubles were the ones that were a little bit rougher shape.
Right.
And those I would trade or flip or put them in the bike spokes or all that stuff back then. And I didn't have too many doubles because I pretty much got rid of them all. But the ones that I kept happened to be in great condition for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Ken's card player said he got his first cards flipping in 78.
I didn't know Ken was that old.
Back to Alex's questions. They had packs all over the place. I bought mine right after school. The ice cream truck sold baseball cards.
Yeah.
And you're walking out of school to walk home and buy a couple packs of cards.
Yeah, I'd buy mine at the local drugstore on the way home from school. Whatever lunch money I had left over, because back then the packs were 5 cents first and 10 cents.
They had
whatever lunch money I had
stations,
left over,
supermarket, convenience
supermarkets, convenience stores, drugstores.
stores.
They really were everywhere.
They're all over the place. That's right. There weren't any baseball card stores,
No.
Just regular stores.
Shoot.
I told you before, my mom,
I got the
my
memory.
mom hooked us up. Like my dad was like, "You're not spending a quarter on those kids for those cards. That's too much." You know, there's like cello packs, and if they'd go away for a weekend, we'd stay with my aunt and her uncle, and she would sneak some packs in our suitcase. So we'd get to our aunts and uncles and take our clothes out, and there'd be a pack of cards in there. It was awesome. So my dad, like she didn't tell my dad.
Cello packs or rack packs or anything like that until, you know, sort of later in the 60s.
Right.
67, 68, 69. Saw them then. But yeah, back in the early days, it was just wax packs. And
yeah, I'm talking probably mid 70s, 76, 77.
Yeah, a lot of those rack packs that you see from the 60s, all those are repacks.
yeah. A lot of
the Christmas one, like the Christmas that everyone.
Those Christmas are repacks because they never sold those back then. I don't remember those back then.
no, I don't either. Not
You know.
But they were repacked back then, right? Like
Oh yeah, maybe somewhere in the 70s, I would think
Okay.
they were repacked somewhere around there.
they had rack packs in the late 60s. And I don't think they were repacks. I mean, you know, they were in the stores just like the wax packs were.
Yeah, we were talking about those Christmas ones with like tree or whatever on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that stuff was always popular. Even in the 80s, those any kind of repack with the stocking. But the cards are still legit. People were like, "Oh, that's garbage." I'm like, sometimes you can find some gems in those.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to keep them pristine, but the cards inside are legit.
Yeah, I've never
They're
had.
legit.
Fast breaks at breakfast. Thanks for joining us. My first packs were at Woolworth. Remember Woolworth?
Yeah.
Woolworths.
Woolworth. Yeah.
Really?
You guys have Murphy Marts where you lived?
Nah.
Yeah, I remember.
Kmart.
JC Murphy. I remember.
It
used to get them at
it wasn't called Kmart back then. It was SS Kresge's.
Oh dang, that's way back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from the days of the Blue Light Special, but that's way before my time.
Here in South Florida, they had a place called Zayre's.
Oh yeah, we used to have those. Yeah, I remember those.
How about Montgomery Ward? Do you remember Montgomery Ward?
I do.
Yeah.
It was more like Sears or Penny's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember them having cards, but
They had another place in where I grew up in Delaware called W.T. Grant. They went out of business about, I don't know, probably 50 years ago.
Dylan, KB Toy Stores. Yeah. I used to
The
love
good old days. And the good old days. I remember cutting lawns, and I would piss off my friends because I had 4 boys that lived across the street. They were brothers, and we all collected together, and we'd go to the same places to buy cards. And I'd go and save up all my money and go buy the entire box of cards that drugstore had. Piss everybody off. It was so much fun, man. I remember opening boxes of 70 tops, 71 tops, stacks of gum. I would give them all to my sisters, and they, it was just incredible. I just wish I would have saved 1 or 2 of those boxes without opening them up. Would be rich right now.
You know, they had,
never heard of it.
They came in 24 count packs. And you could buy a whole box for $1.20.
Yeah. There were 10 cents or 5 cents. I think they went to 10 cents in 71 or something like that, but they were 5 cents before that.
Oh my God. Hold up. Hold 1 second. I can't believe it. I got my boy Ryan, Hot Corner Collection. Where you been, homie? Man, phenomenal guy. Great YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And he is asking me, where is my Roy Campanella rookie? 49K.
Oh, you got to show your Minoso rookie. This is a
I was gonna say that
live.
Awesome.
I get it. I wasn't planning. It's all nice and organized because I'm gonna be gone. The room is nice and organized, but it's gonna be one of those days where all my shit's gonna be on the desk by the end of the
Oh man.
I got it.
I gotta ask Lou what's up with that Brewers hat.
Yeah, even Rick's got the Yankee hat on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you have a Pirate hat on, right?
Don, you'll appreciate this. This is my Field of Dreams hat.
Nice.
Very nice.
I would appreciate that.
Rick, did you ever have the teacher at school confiscate your cards?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
Man, I hated that.
We
I would try to hide my cards, and they got confiscated a few times, and it was real hard to get them back.
What's that?
At school, I would take the cards to school to trade, and if the teacher caught you, they'd take your cards away.
Yeah.
This is why I don't have the common 1990 Leaf Frank Thomas rookie card. I remember I was in 6th grade, took my cards. I only showed 2 people. The next period, my cards were gone. So I went to the teacher. I'm like, I forgot her name, but I brought my baseball cards, and now they're gone. And you know what that B said to me? She's like, well, I hope you learned your lesson. I'm like, ma'am, only 2 people knew I had these cards. Let's go talk to them. And she's like, nope, lesson learned, huh? I bet you won't bring. I didn't learn my lesson because I kept on bringing baseball cards. But
the teachers knew everything though back then. You know,
yeah,
they watched you. They had eyes behind the back of their heads.
To this day, I don't have that 90 Leaf because it hurts so much.
Oh,
I
man.
had
You
that
still
90
don't have one?
Huh?
I'll get you one. I got a couple.
You've done enough. You've done enough for me. So
This is a little off topic, but you were talking about teachers. I had a teacher in 3rd grade that I thought was so mean. And I saw her about 10 years ago at the grocery store, and I'm like, "Are you Mrs. McMurray?" And she's like, "And which one are you?" I was like, oh, "She's so mean."
he talked to you, your big ass, 6'4". Who are you? Which one?
That's so nice, Lou.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for the Leaf, but I can't find it. Here's the Sosa.
Yeah, I got Sosa. I didn't take that one. I couldn't risk that one. So
Yeah.
like, when I was a kid, it's so funny because I was a Yankee fan, but at that time it was just Donnie Baseball. You know, I lost all my yard money buying Kevin Moss. Talk about prospecting back in the day.
Yeah.
But, you know, my guys were like Jose Canseco. I thought he was, I mean, the Cuban legend, 40-40. I'm like, speed and power. You'll never see anything like that.
Yeah.
Man, his 86 was a card I needed and had to have, the Topps and the Rated rookie. Loved him. And then, of course, the chase of Junior. And Gary Sheffield was my guy. He still is my guy. I love Gary Sheffield. So those were the guys I was always trading for. And I was at an age where I would do, I don't want to say I suckered my friend, but I always gave him like 30, and there was like 30 or 40 commons for like one card. And my guys were like, yeah, I'll do that. I still remember I traded like 40 cards for Mark McGwire Elite Series Donruss. And the only reason I did is because if you flip the back of the Mark McGwire, it was 1 of 10,000. That was the serial number.
I remember
days, anything numbered to 10,000, that was a rare card.
Very rare back in those days, yeah.
And he was like, bro, you go trade 40 cards for one? Yeah.
Now 10,000 is like nothing.
There you go.
That's a beautiful, beautiful card.
There we go.
So yeah, this is the new edition. Love it, Mr. White Sock.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love it too because you know a lot of people don't know what a diamond cut is. This has a slight diamond cut. You see the image, a little tilt, but there's so much border. You know, these 52s, you know, they get the miscuts or the OC-ness. It's terrible.
And that's got sharp corners and borders too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey Lou, what's up with that Brewers hat?
You don't remember? John gave this to me. He got the wrong size.
Who did? Mangini did?
Huh?
Mangini gave that to you?
Yeah, Mangini gave it to me at the National. He's like, he was asking all kinds of like, hey, what's your shirt size? Because he was bringing stuff for everybody. He asked me what my hat size was, and just so happens to be the same size. I'm like, bro, why you get me a you know, I was appreciative, but he's like, I ordered the wrong size. Instead of saying I ordered another one and gave you this one. I'm like, all right, bro, I'll take it. So I rocked this one.
Well, that's cool.
That's a Canseco right there.
One was Chase.
That was the biggest chase card back in the that and the Mattingly, the biggest chase cards
of the 80s. Don't forget 89's in there, bro, because Griffey changed the culture.
Well, yeah. But you know, before Griffey.
Yeah, that's an 86, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to get that autograph back in '86,
Oh wow.
Miami, from Canseco. And I remember going to the place. It was he actually was at a Specs record store signing free autographs. He was with this gorgeous blonde young girl that was with him there. And he was huge. Even back then, he was huge.
Yeah.
He's still
Before
huge,
the,
bro. He's so big.
I don't know why he took steroids because he was plenty strong.
steroids.
You know, and the thing is like, I don't know, because I know it's all politics as well, but if you look at the Rangers clubhouse, you had Juan Gonzalez, you had Rafael
Palmeiro.
you had Canseco, but yet Pudge is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying, you know,
Here you are.
guilty.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, but
Now, granted, I love Pudge. He was with the Marlins. I love Pudge. But
oh no,
come on.
I love too. Look, defensively, probably top 2 all time. Probably the best arm of any catcher. But the thing is like, he's not the only one that didn't fail drug tests. There's others that failed. I mean, you got a 2-time MVP not in the Hall of Fame. How many 2-time MVPs not in the Hall of Fame? Can you name them? I know Maris got 2 MVPs.
Dale
Not in
Murphy.
the Hall of Fame.
How about
Murphy.
That's right, Dale Murphy.
a 7-time MVP?
What's that?
Yeah.
How about a 7-time MVP? That's
Oh yeah, well, I mean, come on, Balco. He gave the oil to Sheffield. There's a lot of smoke in his corner.
Yeah, there is.
I could get being on a report and you can articulate because I mean, look at David Ortiz or Davis Arias. I mean, he legit failed 2 tests.
He did.
In the Hall. That's why my boy Jake is like, you know what? There's one in there already that we know of. Throw them all in there, which is true. I mean, Juan Gonzalez to me, I thought was going to be a Hall of Famer. Canseco should be a Hall of Famer.
I mean, Palmeiro's got over 500 home runs
and 3,000 hits. How many?
3,000 hits. Come on, I think he's probably one of the few that has that.
Yeah. Eddie Murray, Palmeiro, 3,500 is not an easy club to be in.
No.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron.
You take Hank Aaron's all his home runs away, he still has over 3,000 hits.
Wow.
That's sick, dude.
Well, he played forever though. He did play a long time.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, you say forever. I say model.
And he was consistently good.
Yes. Okay.
This was at the show that my boy Orlando was at. This 57.
I remember when you got that.
It was just too nice. I mean, you talk about
Running
OC, but I mean,
Congressman, I forget what he was.
registration, and I just picked up his auto, Mr. Senator over here. But yeah, that was too clean not to. So now I need the Brooks. That's the last 57 Hall of Fame rookie
The
card.
last one you need. There was some nice raw vintage in that show.
Yeah.
That's his friend.
Speaking of 57s,
Very nice.
so what? I'm the only one showing cardboard. What's up, man? I know, Rick. I know you got fire.
Yeah, I
Got a bunch there to show.
Binders though.
How's that one?
Ooh,
Yeah.
killer! I like
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm usually on James.
It's one of my favorite Brooks cards.
What was 73? I love 73. Period.
Yeah.
Old school SGC.
All my good cards are behind me.
Oh, my boy Ryan Hot Corner wants Ernie Banks. Everyone wants that.
What's this guy famous for? Or maybe not famous, but what did he do that no one else had ever done?
I can't read it. Oh, Sam.
Dan
No.
Bankhead.
Who knows? Who knows? 'Cause I don't.
Anyone in the chat know?
Who is it?
Yeah.
Dan Bankhead.
Don't know.
The next guy in my series of Negro Leagues to Major Leagues when I'm doing.
Okay.
As people munch on that question for my boy Rot Hot Corner.
Yep, Ken got it right away.
Oh, first back pitcher.
Yep.
My man Ken is.
I got a couple to show.
John, I'm trying to read the comments. I'm doing my best to keep up with the chat, bro.
You got the Rick?
I don't know
I've
if
been
you-
doing pretty good.
Oh, I love that card.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Let me.
it's Larry Doby.
Yeah,
Beautiful Dobie.
and that's how I found your channel, because the 49 Bowmans are becoming near and dear to me, especially after I got that Campy. And I don't think people realize how legendary that set is. Look at that.
Here's
Oh,
another.
that's a
Oh, you
beauty.
can send some to Mike, Canadian Cards, on his video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedian Mike's has a nice little.
I was with Mike in Cleveland when he bought Jackie Robinson last month or 2 months ago. That's funny. I had Adobe in my hand when you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That yours is a little. Well, I'm sorry.
A little earlier.
Just a little bit.
54.
Early Larry.
Yeah.
But yeah, my boy Ryan's correct that Ernie Banks is. A lot of people want that card, but it's always, as my boy George Damian always says, it's always cut too high. You know, the Ernie Banks on the 54, his name is always like cut off.
That's what happened to mine's cut.
See, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
Yours is nice.
That's
bro.
a beauty. That's a card I'm going to try to pick up.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mentioned that on the live stream you were on the other night that you didn't have that one.
I never had that card.
But the name is still there. The logo is not interfered with. It's still a real nice card. Because that bear is always the Cubby logo is always cut off, bro.
At that card show, Lou, I picked these up.
Oh yeah. Let me get
that.
There you go.
You know, John is getting
one up.
In the chat.
I picked the Dun Sutton rookie.
Yep. You saw those in my man cave.
Yeah, and I picked up the this Clemente too.
Oh, Roberto Clemente.
Roberto Clemente.
Do that.
And I picked up a few others here during a trade here.
Yeah,
a local card shop. I picked this up.
Oh, I like that better than his rookie.
Oh yeah, I love this card. I have a couple of them, and I had to pick it up. It was just in beautiful condition, and the guy wanted a trade. And I said, sure, I'll trade for that one. And I picked up the Whitey Ford too from that trade.
Well, there's a card I'm not selling. Man, Jeannie, I'll sell you one of those 54 Topps Manos, no problem, bud. I'll sell you.
54 top. Oh,
there you go.
Hall of Famer.
Oh man, he should be in the Hall of Famer. He has to be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll get in.
Yeah, I got
Egg in the chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
I love those rookie trophies. They look so nice.
I love the trophy cups. I love those.
Ryan Hot Corn. I think the only one going to the National is Orlando. Rick, you going?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, I stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet Rick there.
Nice. Sure. Yeah, Ryan Hot Corner was asking. No, I just can't make it. I got family stuff that week, so kind of comes first. Black and white out illustrated.
Wants to meet us. I'm going to be at the baseball collector event on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's
I'm hoping everybody else is there.
I've shown these before. My dad knew these guys as a kid. They're all from his neighborhood.
I remember you talking about that. That's pretty cool. That's a cool
I didn't know about it until the last real talk I had with my dad before he passed away. He mentioned these guys, and I bought these right after he passed. Just because of that story, it was pretty cool. It's like, how did I not know all these years that you knew Major League Baseball players?
Yeah, there's you might live right next door to one.
Let me show one guy that I think is ignored in the hobby, and this guy really transformed free agency. He was kind of blackballed. Kurt Flood.
So I've got a question about that particular card. Is that Stan Musial in the background?
It certainly could be.
It's number 6.
I know.
So it could be.
I did a video on that. I was like, I don't know for sure if it is or not, but I'm like, sure. I might have accidentally bought a Musial card.
Yeah.
Actually, it may have been. It doesn't. You can't really see his face or the back of his head, but
right.
It looks like
everyone in the game should be thanking their lucky stars for Kurt Flood.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
And he's not talked about enough.
No.
And he was blackballed, and it was crazy what he went through.
Yeah.
He could easily be a Hall of Famer.
I think John is drinking. Got a couple of Jack and Cokes. He's challenging Dylan to a surf off in Chicago.
Oh,
what you gonna do in the fountain?
Yeah. What? The lake, the Great Lake, or what is it? Chicago? I don't know my geography.
Oh,
I can't wait to see John with that mask, with the Muppet mask on.
I mean, you spent the day with him here. The guy's out of control.
He was my roomie.
He's
I
hilarious. He's
don't want to
funny.
ever do that unless you want to see a little Mangini butt crack.
No thanks.
I can't wait till this national is over so we can start talking about 2024 Cleveland. Donnie, you need to
2 hours away.
Airbnb.
Man. We got to get we got to do Airbnb again.
No, we're doing a house, bro.
Yeah.
If you can't find one, I'm gonna put my wife on it because I can't.
I'm in with you guys.
Okay.
Oh, you want to be an honorary misfit? Okay.
Get on, Orlando.
That's a hard. That's the
hard
get in there,
My
bro.
favorite part, I don't know if you saw the drawing that Scott did for us all.
Look at the logo in the chat, guys.
Beautiful.
Myself,
one with George holding Jake's application with the decline stamp.
we're going.
That's so funny.
This is going to have merch at the national. It's going to be ridiculous. My butt crack is beautiful. This guy is off the chain. But yeah,
he can't see his butt crack. That's why.
He's been in training, so he's lost weight. He's probably going to show a lot of it. His underwear will fall off.
Yeah, I just gotta say, Orlando, you're more than welcome. But Rick Vintage Oddball, George Damignard, those guys are animals. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I said we didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning every night on a diet of cigars and bourbon. It was ridiculous.
A lot of pizza.
Oh my
I
god!
went to bed early. George, I don't know how he made the show every day.
George was the last one to go to sleep, and that was with me editing at like 3 o'clock because I was trying to put a video every day for the national. And that cat was drinking. I would come down so I could, clean up a little bit because I'm a little OCD. I wanted to clean up a little bit. And this mother trucker is in the kitchen drinking coffee. Hey Lou, what's up? Hair comb, everything. I'm like, a beast. It was like being back at the frat house back in college. It was ridiculous, man.
That's too much.
Rick kept buying junk wax, and we had a ball just opening it, man. It was so much fun.
We were trading cards.
We were.
Yeah. It was great. It was such best time. It was the best time. So
it was the best time for me too. I mean, I didn't, I saw you guys later, but I spent a lot of time with Ryan Nolan from Breakout Cards, and it's crazy because that young guy is a hustler and he has some energy that you'll never believe it. I mean, we were at the boardwalk at Atlantic City having pizza at midnight, and I'm like, damn, I can't take this. And having pizza this late, I'm gonna get sick. I'm an old guy, and but it was just awesome.
He was I don't know him personally, but I've seen him at shows. He was up at Strongsville. I mean, he's everywhere.
Everywhere, man. That guy he's been to shows in 27 states.
He said
he's all business, man.
30 shows this year.
What's that?
I think he said he was cutting back to 30 shows this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if when you started watching him, but he did a show, I think, every week. I think he wanted to I can't remember if it was to do a weekend show every week of the year, so 52 shows, or he wanted to do one in every state. It was bananas what he was doing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not married.
Yeah.
Shows.
No, the guy's just he runs marathons and stuff.
Does he?
I'm like, yes, he does. He's crazy. He's such a great guy, man, and I'm gonna be rooming with him again this year. Him and Steven, and which is his partner. And what I like about those guys is they just love the vintage and pre-war.
Right.
I mean, that's all they collect. All their PCs and stuff is all.
Yeah, Steven he hasn't been on. I know they changed their format because Steven used to be on early, but they're local guys, so they used to go to the Bay Area Card Show in Clearwater, and that's the first time I met Steven in person. We got something to eat after the show, and he had an old judge just hanging out in a box. He's like, "Yeah, check out this." I'm like, bananas. They oh,
beautiful, nice.
Ball action.
That's my only play days DiMaggio.
That's one more than I have.
I got the 49 Leaf.
That's a great card.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a DiMaggio shirt hanging behind you there? The number 5?
No, that's the Panthers.
No, not you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Rick.
Joey
yeah.
P. Look at that, man. I love the albums. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
So Orlando, we always see that view. Do you have your cards displayed? Are they all in binders, or how do you have your setup?
Pretty much most of mine are in boxes.
Okay.
So I don't have too much displayed here. What I have displayed is just pictures and stuff. I mean, I have the Marlins. I have the Willie Mays here.
Oh, that's
I got more Marlins stuff here, which is the World Series, and somewhere the opening day, inaugural day for the Marlins. Let's see if I can show you that here.
Oh shit!
So, just a bunch of stuff that I got all over the walls, and that's the Tampa Bay Rays first game. I was at that game.
Oh, that's cool.
Their inaugural game. So just a bunch of stuff. You know, I have pictures and autographs and stuff displayed, but most of my cards are basically, you know, in boxes. I do have some on my desk sitting around there, but most of them I had to put them away.
I'm sure
my wife got sick of everything that I had everywhere all over the house. So
look at this cat,
Carl Hubble.
Man, look at that. You talk about centering. Golly.
That's in pretty good shape. Most of my play balls are not in real good shape.
That's beautiful right there. Hey,
you only need 249 Bowmans. Which two do you?
Well,
yeah, I got pictures and stuff like this. I don't know if you can see the maze.
There. Hold on, let me.
See
if you can see the maze. Let's see.
Wow,
that's an autograph maze.
I'm so mad I got rid of my autograph maze. Traded
so I got a few. This is one of those limited edition prints by Christopher Peluso, and it's limited there. So I got some of these things like that. I've got a few other stuff hanging on the walls. I've got my favorite.
Starting then.
Oh my God.
Marino.
Then plug the router.
Again, another one of these autographed Marino. So I got a lot of stuff on the walls, but I really don't have my cards put out.
Yeah, you got like a whole bunch of like pictures, autographs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more frames.
Lithographs, stuff like that. That's big, and you know, my wife will let me display that now. But in the old house, I had everything all over the place. And then when we moved here, she's like, you know, you're limited. I said, okay. I had to give in. She allowed me to have a game room, and this is sitting on my pool table.
Oh, sweet.
nice.
We got card cutter in the chat.
So I said, okay, if I can get a pool table, I'll remove some of my cards.
I had a pool table for a little bit, and then my kids just ended up. It was great for the first couple months, like the first 6 months. I had my buddies come over, you know, we're drinking. Then after 6 months, it became a fort. Then my wife was putting mail on it. Then it was a place for coats. I'm like,
no, they're not touching my pool table.
I was like, nah, we're done.
Don, you
I know
want
what to say.
Bowmans I needed, and
yeah, you said you needed 2 more.
You could probably guess which ones they are, but one of them Satchel Paige.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say Paige and Richie.
And Richie Ashburn.
That's
I thought you were gonna say Robinson.
Well,
Richie.
I got the Robinson years ago. It was really one of the very first 49 Bowmans I got, and I got it pretty cheap.
Yeah, Richie's a sneaky tough one to get, man.
Yeah. Well, it's in that high number of series, you know.
Oh man, that's a beautiful card.
Yeah,
I knew what he was going for. He
That's
just
my favorite card in my whole collection. If I can only keep one card, it's this one.
It's the baby blue and the red. The baby blue and the
I
red.
love that.
I've taken
card.
You know how
The
Scott
background
on each other, so Scott doesn't have his card. Sometimes I'll sit in here and take a picture, like pretend like I'm asleep in bed, like, and I'll be like, "Good night, Scott. Have a good night."
Who's that social guy? Logan Paul or Jake Paul? He has a Pokemon. They sell chains now. So if you have like your slabbed up card, you can go around the National with a chain,
Yeah,
and have that Satchel Paige around your neck.
it's just be wearing it around.
Yeah. People do that. They sell those chains now for like $20. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan Paul has his big
Logan Paul, thank you.
Charizard thing on there. Yeah.
Yeah, the boxer. Or, I can't tell which one. I know there's two of them. But
Don, I love that display you made. That is just
Oh,
the
thank
best
you.
display I've seen.
I love that
Lou's got some nice stuff at his place too. But
So we rent, like, we've got this little tiny warehouse where I have all my woodworking stuff. So my wife didn't really see me making these, and I brought it home, and she was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing with that?" I'm like, "I got plans."
This is my card that I would, if I
That's
only keep one, I'd keep this one.
oh, it's autographed too.
Hold up. I'm just
you got that autograph yourself, didn't you, Rick?
I did. This card was actually in the hands of Mickey Mantle himself for about 30 seconds.
Oh,
I was
that's
gonna
cool.
say, you talked
Show
about
it again. Show it again.
Rick. Show it. I got you solo, baby. Look at that. Oh, too close. There we go.
There we go. Get the glare off it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a great card.
That's sick. And that set's beautiful. I love the 60 tops.
I think so too. In fact,
60 is one of the prettiest cards.
John asked me if I could only keep one set, which one would it be? And this is the one I picked. I just think it's got everything in it, that you would want in a baseball card set.
Scott, I just showed a card that you wish you had. You're ripping on me, Scott, Reindeer Studios already.
Oh, we got 25 people. I was going to try to keep this short, but I mean, we can keep it going.
How many people we have?
I was going to pack, but I'll get another drink and pack later.
Where are you going?
Florida Keys. It's about 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive. Just waste away for the summer. Just on the beach. Little dolphin excursion for the kiddos.
Nice.
I was trying to do a charter, but my boy doesn't want to go on a charter. He's like, what time we gotta wake up? I'm like, pretty early. For how long? Like 4 to 6 hours. And
He's a teenager, right?
Huh?
How old is he?
He's 17. Yeah, he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's not waking up early.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fish. I'm like, I'm not a big fisherman, but it's on a charter, so I'm thinking beer and music, and just if I catch something, I catch something. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm good, Dad. I'm like, whatever.
So Scott's in the chat, so I always got to show this when I show Scott.
I actually would love to have that card. You got some.
That is just one of my favorite cards ever.
Rocky Mini.
And I want Scott's because he's got them autographed. He's got them both autographed.
Yeah, but he screwed up. He had the one guy sign it in pen instead of 3 guys in marker. He ruined it. I'm being a smart.
Hey Don,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I
right.
want it, right?
You have the Corsair outfield trio from the
Yeah, I got that somewhere in here.
No, I don't have that one.
I'm sure I got that in here somewhere.
That's a nice card too. I mean, it's every bit as nice as the Destruction.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's some of the. This is the Drysdale. That's another one of those combos. 59s. I love 59s because it's got a lot of combo cards in
You
here.
got the Course Trio?
Somewhere. Here, I got this one in here too. That's the 2 Cuban pitchers.
Yeah.
And let me see if I got the Corsair Trio. I have it. Just a matter of looking through my 59s here.
Well, there's only 159 that matters, bro.
This one, Cepeda.
Cepeda's sick, but I'm talking about this one right here.
There it is.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll pull it up.
That's it.
This one here.
Let me see if I can get you over there. Boom.
Keystone Combo. Fox.
Aparicio. They did a great job.
One of your favorite guys.
Elston.
Yeah, Elston.
Howard.
Love it. I'm actually going to look for his auto. I don't have his auto.
And here's another one. That's why I like these 59 set. It's got so many combo cards. There's Ernie Banks.
Yeah.
The clubbers.
Legends from the 50s, man. Hey, God is great. What is up?
Well, I got a question for God is great. I don't make that many videos anymore, but whenever I do, he's the very first person every single time to comment. I'm like, has he got some bot? Like,
well, you got to remember, he's in the future. He's, I think, in Japan. So he's a day ahead of us. Oh, he's already seen this.
He's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's
You
go
always
with Johnny.
there it is. Love Elston Howard. He's so underrated.
I know.
Such a great player.
I mean, when you're stuck behind Yogi, it's gonna happen, man.
Here's another nice 59 here, the Roy Campanella.
Yeah, I actually need that, Roy.
Symbol of courage.
That's a legend. You talk about legendary. Is that one in the Baseball Card Hall of Fame? I gotta talk to Ray. I don't think that one is.
I don't know. You got to ask somebody that's collecting the top 300 Mike Payne cards.
I don't know. Yo, Orlando. Well,
Yeah.
the invite's open to everybody, but if you want to go see a Rays game in a suite, you gotta tell me, bro, because I'm gonna go see the Rays on the 9th. That's what Egg was asking about, a show on the 9th, but they're gonna play the Braves. The Braves are phenomenal. I would love to see Acuna, Ozzy, Azuna, and they're coming to the Trop. But my wife got me suite tickets, but she gets them through her work, and they're available first come first serve through her work. So I was thinking another get together. No,
We'll let you know if I can make the trip up there. It's not too far from me.
John's always Rick. What was that, Don?
I was asking Rick because Rick, you live in West Virginia, right?
Yeah.
How far are you from Pittsburgh?
About 140
That's an easy drive already.
miles.
That's an easy drive, bro.
Up here, we'll go to a game, see the Clemente Museum.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that.
It's awesome.
Hey, I'm still thinking about doing a 2-day trip for Clemente Day to Pittsburgh.
I made one game last year, Don, and it was the day that they had the inaugural Pirate Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
And boy, I'll tell you what, poor Dave Parker. He doesn't look like he's
at some shows. He's got Parkinson's.
Yeah. He's in bad shape.
I'm reading his book right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he played in Charleston, West Virginia before he came up back in the 70s. Him and Richie Zisk both.
That was part of the problem. The outfield was loaded back then.
Yeah.
They had Clemente, Oliver, and Stargell was in left field. So there was room for those two guys.
You see Scott, 140 miles. That means you can still.
Tried Parker at first base, but he was not an infielder.
Yeah. He was a catcher when he first got drafted.
Oh my goodness!
And
I didn't know that.
Actually was a really good high school running back. He wanted to go to Ohio State and he blew out his knee.
He was such a gifted athlete.
Speaking of John, again with his same old stat, Mantle the King, because of his 52 tops card, may beats him in every single stat ever recorded. Mantle had bad knees, bro, and he was alcoholic.
Mantle got hurt his first year.
Have exactly the same slugging average. It's exactly the same, 557 or something like that.
Mantle and Mays do?
Yeah, it's exactly the same average, slugging average.
Well, Mantle was the best.
I mean, people don't realize that guy hit home runs, like Ohtani's doing now.
Yeah. I don't care.
Mantle hit one was what, 660 feet one time?
Yeah. It didn't take me a long time, but Ohtani's the truth, man. It's a pleasure to watch him, man. I'm hoping I gotta check the schedule, because if he comes into town, I'm going to make an effort to go at least watch. Even if he's not.
He's one of those generational players. We don't see him too often. Not too many generational players.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
It's kind of nice that he's on the West Coast, because I can watch all the teams that matter in the East. And then when when nothing's on TV or I can't go to sleep, I'll just shoot it to the West Coast and watch Showtime and Trout.
Do you have MLB?
Oh, yeah.
You can watch those. You can wake up and put the West Coast game on TV, and I can watch it.
So do they block out the Rays on it because that's your local team?
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it. But they actually had them on today because it was on Fox.
Okay.
But, I got another app for the local channel, the Bally Sports, which I don't know how that's going to work next year because they're bankrupt.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work, but I mean, they're going to watch the Rays.
Yeah, because Bally shows all the Marlins and the Rays games.
Yeah, but they're belly up, man. I don't know what's going to happen with the packages for next year, because I think that happened in San Diego.
Going to be bad.
Yeah, so MLB had to pick it up, but people with the MLB pack still had to pay extra to watch the Padres, which is bananas to me. It makes no sense. So I don't know.
Yeah, I got a question. Do you guys ever buy the wrong card? I've done this twice now.
Yeah.
I mean, buy a double.
Look, no, I wanted the 53 Bowman. So I bought this one.
Oh, we got the
And
54.
after I bought it, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I love it. It's a great card, but it wasn't the one I was going for.
I did that in the 49 Bowman set. I bought Sid Gordon and
Joe Gordon.
Oh,
I was like, I love this card, but it's not the one I was going for.
That's why I try not to buy cards on my phone. The print is too small.
My boy Egg,
It's a cool
and the best angel of all time was Tony Danza.
oh, man.
What
So
age?
what's the chat saying? Any questions from the chat?
No, everyone's just, you know how it is, little side talking.
Yeah, Mangini's drinking, and
But I'm on. Thank goodness you got glasses.
Double D's just saying Angels breed great players. Yeah, they got great players, just not great teams. I
Right.
think they have arguably the two greatest players of today's generation, and can't do anything. You got the two best players and can't do a damn thing.
Nothing.
It's just bananas to me. Like the World Baseball Classic was a success due to Ohtani and Trout.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially the storybook ending of Ohtani not shying away, throwing triple digits straight. Here's my best. Try to hit it to his teammate Trout, and Trout strikes out, and you got both of them on the same team, and they don't have the same chemistry or magic. It's like it's frustrating because the Angels should be unbelievable.
Been like that for years. You know, they tried back in the day getting all the free agents: Carew, Reggie Jackson, Joe Rudy.
You know, Ziggy's in the chat.
Together.
hey, Ziggy, no.
I mean, you talk about grinding. Ziggy
Let me
knows
tell you.
it's on every day, live streams, bringing the hard hitting news to everybody.
Ziggy's impressive. I mean, he's doing it all. You know, he's on everybody's stream. He's always commenting on everything, on my videos, on everybody's videos. Plus, he does his live every single day. And I love it when he has his kids all over him too. That's the fun part.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice card.
Oh, that's a beautiful card.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, I just picked
That's a
that one
beauty.
up.
Yeah.
It's just someone just picked up. I just saw it too. Golly,
You just need that 57 Brooks.
57. Yeah, that's yeah. The next
58 was the nicest one.
what's that?
Get the 58 Brooks. That card's beautiful.
Oh, that's horrible.
I almost want it because it's just so bad. There's a couple bad ones.
It looks like he's chewing a mouthful of nails.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it looked like he needed to go take a, you know what?
Yeah.
Like he just ate something. It's like, ooh, a rumble in the jungle, baby.
Yeah.
A rumble in the jungle.
And I'm a Brooks fan. I mean, I have a pretty much all Brooks Robinson's cards. The only one I'm missing is the that 58, which is just ugly as hell, and the 67, which is a tough card.
I remember. Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it, man. It's just, and when you go to the national, you know, especially when you have a channel that's been on, everyone loves your channel, Orlando, so everyone knows what you're looking for on PC. It's like, you know, you're going through boxes and stuff like that, but when you have almost a small army who knows your PC, man, it's like, hey, I found this for you. Oh, I know you're looking for this. Hey, Lou, go check that out. It was awesome. I didn't have enough money to get everything, but it was good to have help. It's like, oh, there's a Clemente over there. Oh, there's a Yankee over here. Because
I'm gonna do that this year. Ask a couple guys to look out for a few things for me. They see it.
Yeah, I got Staven. looking for a couple things. And James might make an appearance. I'm not sure if he's official yet.
I thought he said he was going.
Is he official?
I
I didn't know if his girl will let him go.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has to go.
She doesn't let him make videos anymore.
I said it, James. If you're in the chat, I said it.
He's not even in the chat anymore.
I know. I haven't seen James too much in the chat lately.
He's got a girlfriend now. He's never around.
His girl took his phone privileges away. No phone calls after 9.
At least she's letting him buy cards, though.
Oh yeah, best believe his card collection is still
impressive.
It's still real nice. What we got going on here? I collect 52 to 82. That's
which card is worse, the 58 Brooks Robinson or the Mariano Rivera rookie card?
The Brooks is just ugly.
Yeah,
I hate both of those cards, but
yeah, the Rivera. I mean, come on, he's dressed like a kid. I don't know.
yeah,
high school kid. It looks like a bad yearbook photo of the 90s.
Yeah.
Beanie loves that card. I think he's got a poster of it hanging.
I mean, Chipper Jones. I got Chipper Jones. He's wearing like jean shorts and a long shirt.
Yeah.
Andy Ramirez has like a polo and a gold chain. It's like they're yearbook photos. They're all kids. Who else has a bad one? I know Chipper had a bad one. Manny has a bad. They're all bad.
That card.
There you go.
That's a nice one too. That's the thing with 50
beauty. Yeah, that's my favorite Brooks.
I mean, look how sharp the 57. That Brooks is sharp, but it's like with 57s, you want the registration because the snowing is so bad on these cards. See, like this one.
I like that set a lot. I know some people.
Anybody one of these?
What is that?
This is the 1957 Lucky Penny insert.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's rare stuff.
That's part of the 57 tops set?
Yeah.
It's part of the set, but not really part of the set.
It was the card that every kid threw away.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
It's unnumbered, right?
No, they're not numbered.
It just came in the pack. It was just like an advertisement in the packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those cards that you would just throw away.
Yeah.
I gotta call it.
That's why it's so rare.
Man, people love that card.
The same with some of the checklists from 56. Those are really tough to find. People just threw those checklists away.
Two different checklists. I mean, the same checklist in 57 has two different backs. One of them has bazooka gum on it, and the other one has big blony gum.
Ridiculous. I'm just reading the chat. Hot Corner still in here. Boston Kid. We're not doing too bad. 22 people in the chat. And there was something I was going to ask you guys. I totally forgot. That's how I know I'm getting old.
Not bad for impromptu.
Nah. Like I said, I was bored. We were in the chat, and jokingly, I was like, "Bro, you want to go live?" And he's like, "That's a great idea. Let's invite Rick." I'm like, "All right."
Hey, and anybody in the chat that haven't seen Rick's channel, subscribe to him, man. Do yourself a favor. He's got good stuff and a good dude.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff.
We're good. We'll get enough subs, but get Rick up there.
To the 24 people up in here, go to Rick's channel. Yeah, you're right, Eggy. Every Pee Wee Reese card is undervalued except the overrated 53 Bowman color, which is
not overrated. That card is not overrated.
No.
Beyond overrated, bro.
No way. It's a great card. Better than that Morosa. I know that's what he's going to get.
Is that the Chipper Jones you were talking about?
No, he's like in jean shorts.
You want to see the legendary? You don't know what
card. I got this other Chipper.
Oh no.
The Hero Bane.
Look at that.
Hall of Famer.
Right.
Boom.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's the 53 everyone needs.
Yeah.
But then I got I have all my things. I got the 52 mini right here.
We were talking about Blues of that 53 Bowman, George was saying. That could be a painting, not that one. The 53.
Oh, the 53, yeah.
Be a painting. Like get Scott on it, make one of those.
Yeah, I got the 55. I got this. I just love this one because I got it in a flea market for $5. But look at the miscut. I got the other card coming.
Yeah, you did.
The guy didn't. He had it in a cigar box, And he thought I was interested in the cigar box. I'm like, no, I just want the card inside. He's like, $5. I'm like, all right. I didn't even bargain with him.
What's your favorite 60s Clemente, Lou? That's what Dr. Disciples is asking you.
My favorite 60s Clemente is a sneaky one. I like a lot of them. I like all of them. But the 63 Fleer, because it's the only one with his Roberto Clemente. All of them say Bob.
Yeah, this is my favorite one.
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
love that card.
I got some people.
The only one I know of him throwing, right?
I need that one.
Show it. Yeah.
For my
and I actually have people looking for that at the National for me.
See?
Yeah.
I like this Clemente.
Yeah, that's a great Clemente.
That is
I
a
love that Clemente. Yeah. That one and the 71 too is a real nice one.
Yeah, I agree.
They're all nice, Orlando.
Yeah, of course. You would say that.
They're all nice, bro.
Cool cards.
Box blasters right here. Oh man.
Yeah, from Nina S.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Nina sent that to you? She's always,
I had the raw one.
she's always super generous.
Yeah, the graded one.
Disciples. But yeah, 63 Fleer doesn't get a lot of love, so I really enjoy that one. Wally Moon with the best eyebrows around. That's true.
He sported a great unibrow.
Yeah.
I think our boys in the chat are talking about like some of the worst cards after we were talking about Brooksy, Rivera. There's another bad one. There's a couple bad ones.
Yeah, you were talking about Richie Allen earlier.
Yeah, 66.
He's got to be a Hall of Famer for sure.
He will be. I mean, next time the era committee comes around when it's his turn.
Get in.
What do you guys think of Mr. Acuna?
Phenomenal. I'm just glad he's healthy. It was a shame he got hurt.
He is having an incredible year, guys.
And the Braves won the series with him hurt. So, I mean, and then they let Freddie go, which I thought was a mistake. But I think
they got Matt Olson, and Matt Olson's doing better than Freddie.
Freddie's starting for the All-Star team, bro.
Yeah, but I think Matt Olson has, 66 RBIs and
look
20-some.
The stats might be similar. I totally agree. He's a solid player. But Freddie is a leader. And he's going to be playing every day. He hasn't missed a game. He prides himself in playing every day. He leads by example. He's not going to be, like a knucklehead or riffraff. He's going to set a great example for the younger cats. But I think the Braves saw that if Freddie stayed, it would never truly be Acuna's team, because Acuna is a totally different player, different style, different culture, different, just different everything. And Freddie is very
serious. And Acuna is a fun guy,
Exactly. And there was talks that they were clashing a little bit. So they just made the business decision. They had the money tied up in Acuna. Freddie was up for a new contract, and they just let Freddie walk. And Freddie's doing his thing, like business approach. He's doing his thing in LA. With that star-studded lineup, Freddie is still the man hitting the middle of the lineup, and he's starting in the All-Star game, which speaks volumes. But now Acuna is fully healthy, 100%. And what he's saying, he's going to be the first guy at the half to have 20 and 40 at the half before the All-Star game. Ridiculous talent. And I love Acuna, Soto, Vladdy Jr. So this generation is healthy and good to go.
It's going to be a great pitching matchup tomorrow with the Marlins and the Braves. The Braves are putting up, I think, a Strider and against the Alcantara.
You gonna go, bro?
No, they're playing in Atlanta.
Oh, they're playing. I was gonna say, have you been to any Miami games this year?
I've only been to one, but I need to go to more. They always play terrible, and now they're having one of their best years ever. So I got to start going to games. I'm gonna go.
I'll be in Miami soon, so I'll try.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet Hugo from Signs of the Pastimes coming down to Miami soon, and whenever he comes down, hopefully we can get to go to the game.
Oh, sure, I'll call him up. Maybe I'll just do a trip down there. That'd be easy.
Ask him when he's coming. I'm not sure exactly, but I know he's coming. I think sometime after the National.
You guys all follow Scott Stukes baseball cards and curiosities?
Yes.
He's got amazing stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's got a
Cool stuff that you've never seen before.
he must have a
Yeah.
Cat here.
I love those.
Yeah, Stu
What
stuff.
I love that he's got a lot of these.
Yeah, he does.
I got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I told you the story on my Dolby. I was looking
How
for the
about that one?
You know, that was popular last year. Everyone was getting the Jackie exhibit. And I was
You got
trying
the Minoso?
Yeah, Mini is always phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I found the Jackie, but it was so beat up. The guy wanted 2+ for it. And I was like, I don't think I could do it in this condition. So I'm coming through the rest of his exhibits, and there was a Dolby pristine, like cherry at the bottom. And I was like, how much for the Dolby? He's like, I don't know, $20. I'm like, I got is 10. And he gave it to me for 10.
That's a steal.
Wow.
Talk about underrated.
Here we go.
I got my Dolby for $5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people don't know.
That's a beauty.
Everyone knows Jackie, but people don't know the history with Dolby.
He was only like a month later.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was 5 years later.
Nice. Now, Rick, tell me, there's different versions, right? Some are rarer than others.
There's actually 4 different mantle. Well, maybe 5, I guess.
I was going to ask you about the signatures because the signatures were based like off an earlier auto or something like that.
Well, on this one, you can see there's kind of a white outline around the Mickey part. Can you see it?
A white outline around the Mickey. Oh yeah. Like by the belt. You can really see it by the belt.
Right.
Yeah.
The other version of it doesn't have that. It's just there's no shadow, no white shadow, I guess you'd call it. But that's so that there's 2 different of the, and then there's on this one, it has stats on the back, and that comes either in red or in black.
I had never seen the one with the stats on the back.
Yeah, this is the picture's 1952 because he's got the patch on his sleeve. And
baby face.
Yeah, baby face. But it actually came out in, I think, either 62 or 63. 63, I guess, because it has his 62 stat on the back.
It's saying the C and K are not connected on the one mantle. I guess that's
that's a
okay.
Yeah, Stukes knows this stuff too, man. That'd be it.
Yeah, Scott knows all about those.
This
exhibits.
one is
my Musial has stats on the back, but my other one doesn't.
The C and the K are not don't touch each other on this.
Okay.
And the other version of it, which I believe has the black stats on the back. So there's at least 6 different mantle cards, maybe more.
All right, let me take it off.
And those are printed what, from 46 to about 60 something?
47 to 66. It's
66.
what it says on the PSA label.
First name is not outlined.
Yeah.
Crazy that those came out of a vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to find like a vending machine at a flea market just to have in the man cave.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like the old school, because even like in the 80s, they had vending machines that spit out cards. And I look for those. I can't. I mean, they're either super expensive because you can find them online, but what's going to kill you is the shipping. It's always like $100 to ship. I'm like, golly. I would love that, but yeah, I got the mini. There's my mini right there.
Nice.
And then the famous Dolby for $10. I'm telling you, the Jackie was like, it looked like your dang Pittsburgh Pirates card with the D on the back. I wanted $225 for it, and this thing was cherry. The guy's like, I don't know, 20. I'm like, I got 10. Give it to me. That's ridiculous, man.
Wow.
Then
yeah, those exhibits are still so inexpensive compared to the cards.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with this set? And this isn't a Playing Days Musial. It's from 1971, but it's from Allstate Insurance.
The insurance
No.
company?
Mm-mm.
So it says Hall of Fame great. So I'm guessing there's others.
What is that, like a sketch?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just saw this one time online. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I've never seen it. Even though it's not a Playing Days card, it's still old. It's from the early 70s.
Never saw any. Never seen any of those.
No.
Stooks, you seen it? He's probably got 10.
Probably has them.
Yeah, he probably has it. Scott's got a few of those.
Oh, my man Stooks, he's
I
like,
would not be surprised.
inserts. Florida Flea Market. Yeah. Oh yeah, my boy Ryan. See, I haven't heard that in a minute. I love the smell of cardboard. The card addiction is real. That's how he used to like end his videos.
I'll grab one.
It's real. He used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I love the smell of old cardboard. But yeah, I got Gil. This Gil, I forgot. This is like a later version because his head is all cut off. I forgot what version, but it's the latest one towards the end of the exhibit.
No Hodges.
Yeah,
Gil Hodges.
I just got stuff up here. Just my little.
Oh yeah.
I just got it.
That'd be cool.
Oh, here it is. He said Cobb, Ruth, Musial, and Cobb. He says Cobb twice. So I don't know who the fourth one is. And he
Yeah, I don't believe you, Stooks. And you want to talk about underrated? The whole Giant, the 64 Giants are underrated.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I find these that shows and like this is so much.
Man.
You're talking about 60s Hall of Famer.
Man, I tell you, this community is so awesome.
What you got?
That, Hammer 44 sent me this, and I put it on video. Autographed Camilo Pascual. Look at that beautiful.
Oh
autograph.
yeah. Saw that. That was awesome.
And I got that from Hammer 44.
Hammer's
again,
in
Hammer.
At least Hammer was in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh, buddy. Howdy, folks.
But the community is so awesome. You know, when they know that you collect something and some player that you like, I mean, they start sending you stuff. It's like,
Oh, Hammer's still in the
expect
chat. Yeah, Hammer's still in the chat. He has a complete set, he said.
all right,
Oh,
awesome.
Community is John Keating sent me Mario Mendoza.
Yeah, the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
That's a great
Show the
card.
Mendoza, yeah.
Bro, that's baseball history. That's baseball history.
It is.
You can't talk about certain the fact that if your name is synonymous with anything in baseball and people know who it is, it's significant.
Yeah.
The Mendoza line, baby.
A lot of players worse than he was.
That's with it.
Maybe not. 180, 185, 190.
Yeah.
'Cause, bro, I mean, I would say the Mendoza
He wouldn't
line
be
is
in the
like-
majors be in the majors today.
Oh, he might. We have a catcher hitting like 170.
The thing is, especially at catcher, that's why I remember when my kid was playing Little League. I think I kind of messed him up because in Little League, catcher's the worst position. You're always running the first. The kid is throwing as hard as he can. You're getting your fingers bent up. And my son's like, I don't want to play catcher no more. But, I mean, you go to any sand lot, who plays center field? 6 kids raise their hand. Who plays shortstop? 7 kids raise their hand. Who plays catcher? 1 or 2 kids are like, I could play catcher.
Yeah.
Catcher is the quickest way to college, the big leagues.
I coached Little League for about 3 or 4 years when my son was playing, and I made him catch, and boy, he hated it.
He hated it.
Every game I put him to catch, he's like, "No, Dad, not today. I don't want to catch today." I'm like, "Come on, I need to catch it."
My son tried for a little bit, but he was too tall. Like the shin guards didn't go all the way up over his knees. They were like spinning on his legs. I mean, he was really good at the time. It was terrible.
It's funny because my kid was such a small kid when he was like that, and now he's like 6'2", you know?
Right.
He grew up all of a sudden.
Special Little League, I always put the best athlete who's either the pitcher or I always put him at catcher because you're handling the ball every play. So I want him gunning it to first or second. Or, you know, if the pitcher throws in the dirt and goes to the backstop, I want my fastest kid getting the ball. But yeah, those kids hate it because it beats them up and, you know, their fingers are getting folded up and they're in the dirt.
They get hit, you know.
Well, yeah, because kids throwing as hard as they can, no control. Oh, I love it, man. I just love baseball.
It's what do they call it? Tools of ignorance.
Yep. Yep.
Great card, Boston Kid. What Boston Kid buy? I bought that card at the 2019 National
I
PSA.
think it's about the 64 tops.
Mm,
Hank Aaron, Willie Mays that he was talking about a few posts
Yeah.
up.
nice. All right, beautiful people. Is there anything you want to talk about in the chat before? Because we've been on about 90 minutes. This was impromptu. Like I said, just talking to my homies. Nothing. I was going to talk All-Star game, but we didn't talk about any of that. We just started talking cards and, beautiful Clemente bats, Pirates bats. So, Rick, this is your first time live. I know you were on an interview, but how was it?
It's so much fun to sit and talk with, people who know and more, or at least as much as what you know. And, you trade stories, and, we look at a lot of the same cards. I mean, we like the same players, that's really been missing from my experience as a collector. So this is wonderful.
Well, Rick, I don't want to disappoint. It can only go down from here because this is top level. you got your cherry, and the bar is already set too high. So
That's looking girl, man.
Well, great.
You're hanging out with Lou. That's the problem now.
no. I just like hanging out. Like I said before, I hit the live button. I treat this like a Zoom call. This is how I am when I'm talking to my buddies, the misfits. Just try to be as real and genuine as you can, because that's what this is. I forget. John is always yelling at me to read the questions in the chat, and I've been doing my best to do it today, answering and typing.
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
You get involved in these conversations, you forget where you're at, and you just feel like you're at home or at a bar talking to your buddies about cards and sports. So that's why I love this format. And Orlando, Donnie, what you got?
No, man, thanks for letting me join Crash Your Party you guys had. I appreciate it. First time I got to Rick in person. That was awesome. So, Rick, is this your first national that you're going to?
It'd be my third.
Oh, okay.
I went.
You're gonna know people, right?
Pardon?
Well, this is the first one that you're gonna know a bunch of people, right?
Oh,
yeah. It's awesome.
And that the only person I really talked to that I knew, and I didn't really know him that well, but I bought a lot of cards from him, was Kit Young.
Right.
So I talked to him in Atlantic City and spent half an hour with him or so, just shooting the bull. I finally bought a couple of cards from him just because I felt guilty about monopolizing his time.
Those old dealers, Kit Young, Bill Henderson, all those guys.
Yeah, I easily bought a couple thousand cards from Bill Henderson.
Well, Rick, the beauty
That was before
of it,
the internet, Lou.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the beauty is Thursday and Friday is gonna be phenomenal, especially Thursday, that first get together. And if you don't buy anything at the show, still have cash on you, because you're gonna have people with boxes. I want to say I spent half my money from other YouTubers. Like at the dang Airbnb, I was buying cards.
Right.
From Sean T, for my homie Sean T, for love that guy.
Great music off of JT.
Yeah, and then at the get
unusual.
together, I bought from B-Rock and I bought from Jake. People are still hustling. Of course, still talking cards, still showing collections. But
I got something off of George Diamond Yard. Bob Lewis had cards he was selling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bought from George. I bought my dang Rockaroo. He converted. I bought the rookie card from him. He gave me a phenomenal deal. He gave me the homeboy discount, as I like to say.
He dropped one of your other cards.
Well, that's why he gave me the homeboy discount. He was still feeling bad. He dropped my Lou Brock rookie.
Oh,
He was admiring it. He's like, look at the surface. This is beautiful.
Like,
oops. Look at the
I forgive
desk.
him. I love him.
look at the
That's
deck.
what happens when you're drinking, lack of sleep, and you have cardboard. Bourbon and cardboard sometimes don't mix. But it's all right. He gave me a sweetheart of a deal on that Ronnie Carew. So All right, beautiful people. I'm gonna call it. And for those in the chat, appreciate you. And go to bed. Go
Lou,
Yankees.
have fun at the keys, Lou.
Oh yeah, you know. You can't take that. You can't take it with you. It's just money, right? All right, go Yankees.
I got it.
Can't even
See you
take
guys.
cards with you.